If you could teleport yourself only once, where would you go? Perform it on stage in front of James Randi under any and all restrictions he demands to win his $1,000,000 prize of proving the supernatural. That's a good idea. He'd probably just claim you have to repeat the trick, or it wasn't real. Not if you specify that you would do it only once, and he can have extreme measures set up to try to prove it. Just say it needs time to recharge, and you don't want to waste it any more than necessary, which would actually be true, except for the implication you can do it again. Except for the implication. Right. By God, it just might work. Let's do it. If it's a magical teleportation that takes me to a place that meets my description, but I don't have to specify exactly where, I'd teleport to the furthest location from where I am. Now that can support my life. I'd discover things like that there is at least one pocket of space outside the observable universe that abides by the same physics, or find the furthest inhabitable place in our universe, and potentially make contact with similar life forms, or confirm once and for all that Earth is it. Whatever the outcome, it would be profound. Would be kind of disappointing if you ended up in like Perth though. But at least we'd know. No, at least you'd know. To everyone else, you'd just be a crazy lunatic spouting your conspiracy theories about how Earth is the only habitable planet. Touché. Mars. Just to really confuse future astronauts. Extra points for creative warning sign in your hands. Something like don't poop. They can smell it from miles away. Do not trust mission command. By the time you read this, it is already too late. Then put there may be one last hope for mankind. Follow these instructions, boot rip off the bottom of the paper to mess with them. Nabru just put a link to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Rive You Up. When I'm on my deathbed, I'd be like later be *TCHES. I was an alien the whole time. And teleport into the sun. Just make sure it's all recorded, with family and hospital staff around you. And make sure you teleport the hospital bed along with you. The missing and unaccounted for bed will be a special kind of proof if people think the video is Hollywood magic and witnesses paid actors. Teleport into Area 51 and act like the time machine test messed up and I'm in my younger body without a way back. And you also only have a week to save the world from TH apocalypse. So you find your siblings and your sentient talking monkey, then solve your father's murder. Bro, I was watching The Umbrella Academy today. It's quite good NGL. The logical thing to do would be to save it until I really needed it, but then I'd probably end up just saving it for something more important every time I should have probably used it. If you can afford to save it, it wasn't important enough. I guess I'll take this bullet in the but then and save it for later. Unless there's a time constraint, I'd save it for a time when I really needed it. Example, oh god, I'm horribly injured, / teleports to hospital. That out of network bill though. Just teleport out of the US. It's not hard. You won't be able to teleport back, edit. I never said it's a bad thing. The flight back home is cheaper than my deductible. I'd wait until I get mixed into some horror movie bullshit, and then at the most climactic part of it, I would just teleport to the Bahamas or something. It follows. Well, it would take a very long and boring trip. On my deathbed, I would want to see a black hole firsthand. Came here for this. I was thinking the surface of Saturn. Sure, I'd only last a few seconds, but what a way to go. Yup, a moon of Jupiter or Saturn with a kill of you maybe. Yeah, both die in a second from the gravity and pressure. Let me see Uranus however. That's already where Ops black hole comes in, right? I'd save it for when it's urgent, like most consumables in video games, and never use it. But I need these 99 poison crossbow bolts that I've learned to play the game without. Honestly, has anyone ever used special types of projectiles in any video game other than YouTubers making a video about them? I feel like they're the worst offenders here. In Terraria you can more or less make as many special bullets as regular bullets, since they're so easy to craft and mostly actually useful. Greenland. Uma Thurdica. Gonna get Greenland, even after they locked down the only port with a cheat no less. Plague Incorporated. Could also be pandemic. Or literally real life. Teleport to Earth 2 and see what the duck is up. See how fast Jess has gotten. Faster than Barry, except when Barry is faster. Which is quite frankly never. Just in front of Elon Musk and tell him I'm coming from Mars with a warning that I forgot. He's sleeping. Doesn't see you teleport. Calls the police and you go to jail for breaking and entering. AHH man. Stuck in jail. Shame you can't teleport yourself out of there. The Oval Office. I'd be the top headline on the evening news. Sounds like a great way to get the Mutant Registration Act butted. To a planet in the Andromeda Galaxy just to get away from Earth. You fool. You'll let the replicators know of our existence and doomed us all. Sudden Stargate. This comment pleases me. The closest planet that can support human life but already has peaceful inhabitants that would welcome an alien invader and not treat them the same way our planet would. And then your Earth diseases infect and kill all of them. Good plan. Now we have 2 planets. Worked for the Spanish. Oh my glory. Got and gold. To Mars. To the highest point of Mount Olympus. When they finally do find my corpse, it is going to be the surprise of the millennia. Mount Olympus is in Greece. I think you mean Olympus Mons. Man. This guy's going to pissed off when we find his body next week. Or when Zeus finds it. Hera. I can explain. I'd use it to get into a bank vault and become insanely rich. There's only the minor issue of how I'd get out, but we can deal with that when we get there. You would be rich for a short period of time. Getting in is easier. It would be better to use it getting away surely, only if you get to extend the teleportation to things that are not you. I mean I buttoom it takes your clothes, unless we are going with Terminator rules. Enough duct tape and you can have money armor. Onto the floor in Game 7 of the NBA Finals just to see if Corey will unlock a new emotion. Knowing me, I would probably waste it on something stupid when I'm drunk. Either like oh duck I could really use some food. Teleports to McDonald's, or hey want to see something cool. Teleports to the other side of the room. Of course, you can only teleport once. So once again McDonald's staff are left with a drunk person from out of nowhere taking up their time with something unrelated to burgers. Aka Tuesdays. Did you see that drunk guy come in? No. Weird. Apostrophe. Into the most secure solitary confinement prison cell in America. Then I sue for unlawful imprisonment and make bank. I'm not supposed to be here, guard. Yeah. I would let scientists study me. Teleport anywhere they want. But have massive amount of equipment recording everything humanly possibly on both ends of the jump. I'd want humanity to have a chance at reproducing it. This could be the most monumental boost to science in a lifetime. Well, first you'd have to convince them you can teleport. That was my first thought as well. I would pay for all of the testing and equipment in exchange for exclusive rights to the results. I don't think I would have any problems recouping my investment. Where can you think of that would be monumental, that won't kill you instantly? LMAO. I was thinking bottom of the ocean or a black hole. Seems like they would both have cool things to measure and learn. He means the data off of the jump itself. Possibly let us know how teleportation works, etc. To the road next to mine. I just missed the ice cream man, but I can hear his jingle there, but I'm too drunk to drive and too unfit to run. That was slightly depressing to read. I'd teleport to the moon while wearing a hot pink romper, specifically to the next moon landing site, so that they'll be super goddamn confused when they land and see my dead body with YOLO drawn in the sand. Wouldn't the romper get dyed white by space radiation like the flag? Would a vinyl romper hold its color in space? I have no clue. I'll just dye my skin where the romper would have been. Brilliant. A romper tattoo. I'd like to go somewhere where I can see the northern lights. Why would you want to go to Seema's kitchen? For the steamed hams. If I've ever learned something from the Henry Stickmin series, It's to never use a teleporter. Go to Tiffany's. Try on their most expensive diamond ring and teleport out of there, buttoning the ring and all your clothes come with you. While grabbing the diamond ring, Tiffany catches you. It's her father's store. You make love all night. The cops arrive in the morning. You send her off to Canada and you go to live in LA. What if when you teleport you die and a copy of yourself just appears somewhere else? Yes, this is why I don't want teleportation. It could just be Ctrl-C, delete, Ctrl-V. Wouldn't it be CTRL-X? CTRL-V, you made extra steps lol. Till that CTRL-X is a thing. Thanks. Japan, specifically the Fuji mountain. I've dreamed of going there for years. How would you get back though? With a plane? How do you think people travel? Wouldn't it be way easier to take a plane there and then just teleport home? Could be. I'd be more inclined to choose my time of arrival than that if my departure. Inside of the sun. It would be instant and painless death. Edit. I'm an idiot. Ike. The surface is hotter. Edit. Per a reply. It's the corona that's hottest. No. This isn't about the virus. But knowing 2020 we might have a coronal butt ejection event which results in an electromagnetic pulse that wipes our electronics or something. Close bracket. Surface is about 6000 Kelvin. Center has about 15,000,000 Ike. 6000 Kelvin might as well be 6000 C. 6000 F or 15,000,000 Kelvin. For all it matters. D beyond, like, 100 of anything, you're pretty screwed. IDK, it was over 100 F when I was at work today. The more pressing issue is, how would you come back? I could think of a few situations where you'd only need it to get back, like, waving a gun will get you into a bank vault, and the hard part is getting away. Smartest one here I've seen so far, get into the vault. Lock it out as much as you can into a bag. Disappear without a trace. Then you discover you never actually had the ability to teleport. It was just some dumb internet scam you fell for. And now I'm serving life for killing everyone in the lobby and burning the building down. Great. To the restaurant at the end of the universe. Naturally. The nearest human habitable planet that isn't Earth. Or, like, a bank vault, or some shit. Depends if I just appear there normally or end up fusing with the atoms already there and cause some sort of thermonuclear reaction. I've always wondered how teleportation would work like that. What if I teleport to a place and accidentally clip the corner of a table or something? Is it just fused into me? That would duck me up pretty bad. I like to believe that whatever was in your way when you teleported to your previous location, the corner of the table and all the air molecules would be teleported to where you started. I'd go back to when I was 6. Keep my dad from leaving the house that day with whatever means I had. He was hit by a train that day. I miss him. I also choose this guy's dad. Could I teleport myself into a fictional world? Or do I have to stay here in the real world? This creates a fun loophole where you can teleport to a fictional world where teleporting is common. Or even better, you could just write down your own fictional world and teleport into it. I'm about to move and it's a 6-hour drive between the houses. I'd teleport my dog from here to there cause he doesn't like to ride in the car. Maybe Spain. I love how everyone is thinking of these genius ways to either gain money, knowledge, or power, and you're just trying to go on vacation. Probably 4852. 6S 12323. 6W. It is, as far as I know, the most remote point in any of our oceans, as far as distance from nearest land goes. I'd want to just tread water for a bit, as far from land as I could ever possibly be. As small and insignificant as I could possibly be. The only catch is that the post said I can only teleport once, so getting back would be a problem. I'd have to save this for a death teleportation. There's something peaceful about the idea of just sinking into the black and becoming a precious resource for an environment that would otherwise be alien to me as a human. Yeah. Thrashing for your last gulps of oxygen as waves pummel you under, while every survival instinct is telling you to claw upward at a very rapidly decreasing safe zone. So peaceful. I want to die the same way as my grandfather, in my sleep, as my buttons scream and panic. Does this include time travel? If you like. To another planet that is inhabited by other friendly beings and tell them, stay away from Earth. It is a total shitshow, and you won't like it. Seriously. Too many problems and really no desire to fix them. I would plan a bank heist, grab as much money as possible and teleport to another country. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. You are helping me a lot. Thanks again.